serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this, sweet love?
Thy love out, tawny Tartar, out! Outload the medicine-hated potion hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would if I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile, since night you loved me. Yet since night you left me. Why, then, you left me. Oh, the gods forbid. In earnest, shall I say?
Aye, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh me. You juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine of faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And you are grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can reach unto thine eyes!
Side note, I'm like a foot taller than you, so this is hilarious.
I'm laughing my ass off since she said
This is why I love
whole
this
personage.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewdishness. I'm a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again!
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you, save that in love unto Demetrius I told him of your stealth unto this wood. He followed you, for love I followed him, but he hath chid me hence and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me quiet go to Athens while I bear my follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why, get you gone. Who is that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid, she will not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus of hindering knotgrass maid, you bead, you acorn.
You were too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena, take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest to try who's right. Of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow, nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl. Exunt Lysander and Demetrius.
You mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
Exit.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
Exit.
Sorry, I just died. Thanks to Duke's comment.
So enraptured.
Sorry.
Good.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. I
Casting
didn't
on
mean
this
to
was
talk about this that
spectacular.
badly. I'm sorry.
New
No,
stage
y'all are
direction.
I mean, this is
excellent.
exactly what happens during a cold read, too.
New stage direction. Puck hands over
The
on some
emojis make it so much better.
This is, in fact, thy negligence.
Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garment he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, that I had anointed the Athenians' eyes, and so far am I glad it did so sort, and this their jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. High, therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray as come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime fray thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong. And sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor bath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there troop home to churchyards, damned spirits all, that in crossways and floods have burial. Already to their wormy beds are gone, for fear lest day should they look their shames upon. They wilfully themselves exile from light, and must for aye consort with black-browed night.
But we are spirits of another sort. I with the morning's love have oft made sport, and like a forester the groves may tread, even till the eastern gate all fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold his salt green streams. But notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Exit.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
We enter the Sunday.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
That's your line, Puck.
Oh, I fucked that up. Sorry about that. Here, villain, drawn and ready, where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me, then, to plainer ground.
Exit Lysander is following the voice. Re-enter Demetrius. Lysander, speak again. Thou run away, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak.
Thou-
In some bush, where dost thou hang thy head?
Thou coward, thou art bragging to the stars. Tell the bushes that thou look'st for wars, and wilt thou come? Come, recant, come, thou child, I'll whip thee with rod. He is defiled that draws the sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
Exeunt. Re-enter Lysander.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. That fallen am I in the dark uneven way, and here will rest me.
Lies down.
Come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Sleeps. Re-enter Puck and Demetrius.
Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me, thou dearest, for well I wot thou runn'st before me, shifting every place, darest not stand, or look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay then, thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach look to be visited. Lies down and sleeps. Re-enter Helena.
Oh, weary night, oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hour. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight from these that my company detest. And sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while for mine own company.
Lies down and sleeps.
Yet but 3? Come, one more. 2 of both kinds make up 4. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Re-enter Hermia.
Susan?
Hermia.
Can you not hear me?
Oh, there you go. Now we can.
Now we hear you.
So left control works, but not right control. I have notes. Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no peace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
Lies down and sleeps.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy.
Squeezing the juice on Lysander's eyes.
When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in thy sight of thy former's lady eye. And the country's proverb known that every man should take his own in waking shall be sown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Exit. Act 4, Scene 1, the same. Lysander, Demetrius, Helena, and Hermia, lying asleep. Enter Titanian Bottom, Peas Blossom, Cobweb, Moth, Mustard Seed, and other fairies attending, Oberon behind unseen.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair, large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready.
Monsieur Cobweb, good monsieur, get you your weapons in your hand, and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle, and, good monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, monsieur, and, good monsieur, have a care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with a honey bag, signor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed? Give me your nief, Monsieur Mustard Seed, pray you. Leave your courtesy, good monsieur. Nothing, good monsieur, but to help cavalry Cobweb to scratch. I must be to the barber's, monsieur, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
But wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bone.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay. Sweet hay hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
Ha!
Beautiful.
New nuts. We're adults.
We're all 12 here.
This is absolutely in the spirit of original Shakespeare.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, guys, stop
Mute
posting
yourselves.
stuff in Discord. You're breaking everybody.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas, but I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone. Be always away.
Exeunt fairies.
Doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist the female ivy so, enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
They sleep. Enter Puck.
Welcome, good Puck, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begun to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her, for she his hairy temples then had rounded with a coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew, which sometime on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now within the pretty floweret's eyes, like tears that did their own disgrace bewail. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awakening when the other do, may to all Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's blood or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions I have seen. Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music call and strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the sense.
Music, oh, music, such as charmeth sleep.
Music still.
Now, when thou wakest, with thine eyes, own fool's eyes, peep.
Sound, music! Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus's house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be, wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fairy King, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can encompass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
My lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
Exeunt. Horns winded within. Enter Theseus, Hippolyta, Aegeus, and train.
Go, one of you, find the forester, for now our observation is performed. And since we have the vowed, I love music of my how, uncouple in the west, and go, we will fair mountain's top and mark the musical confusions cut off.
I was with Hercules and Cadmeus once, when in a wood of Crete they bade the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding. For besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds were bred out of the Spartan kind, so flued, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. Crook-kneed and dew-lapped like Thessalian bulls, slow in pursuit but matched in mouth like bells, each under each. A cry more tunable was never hollered to, nor cheered with horn, in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear, but soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander, this Demetrius is, this Helena, old Neto's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rites of May, and hearing our intent, came here and graced our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that hymns of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns.
Horns and shout within. Lysander, Demetrius, Helena,
Where's that
and
air
Hermia.
horn?
Right, yeah. Waking Sparta.
Good morrow, friends. Saint Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. Half sleep, half waken, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly what I speak, and now do I bethink me, so it is, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them, fair Helen in fancy following me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia, melted as the snow, seems to me now as the remembrance of an idol god, which in my childhood I did dote upon, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed, there I saw Hermia. But like in sickness did I loathe this food, but as in health come to my natural taste. Now do I wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us these couples shall eternally be knit, And for the morning now with something worn, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
Exeunt, Theseus, Hippolyta, Aegeus, and Train. These things seem small and undistinguishable.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams. Exeunt.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is Most Fair Pyramus. Hi-ho! Peter Quince. Flute the bellows mender. Snout the tinker. Starveling. God's my life, stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had the most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of a man to say what a dream it was. Man is but an ass, if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There is no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had. But man is but a patched fool, if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. What? Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I shall sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it all more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Exit. Scene 2, Athens, Quince's house. Enter Quince, flute, snout, and starveling.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he hath simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too, and he is a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Enter Snug.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom! Thus hath he lost 6 pence a day during his life. He could not have scaped 6 pence a day, and the Duke had not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus, I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day in Pyramus, or nothing.
Enter Bottom.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom! Oh, most courageous day, oh, most happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what. For if I tell you I am no true Athenian, I will tell you everything, right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beads, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look o'er his part, for the short and the long is, our play is preferred. In any case, let Thisbe have clean linen, and let him not that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And, most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words! Away! Go! Away!
Exeunt. Exit Act 5. Scene 1, Athens, the place of Theseus. Enter Theseus, Hippolyta, Philostrate, lords, and attendant.
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables, nor the fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehend. The lunatic and the poet are of imagination all. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is, the madman, the lover, all as friend. See Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye in fine frenzy rolling doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. And as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation. Such tricks hath strong imagination. That, if would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or in the night, imagination some fear. How easy is a bush supposed to bear?
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Ah, here comes the lovers full of joy and mirth.
Enter Lysander, Demetrius, Hermia, and Helena.
Joy, gentle friend. Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us. Waiting your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, that mask, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are at hand? There is no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour. Call Philostrate. Philostrate? Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
I see the comments, but I'm not hearing Philostrate.
Not hearing the illustration. Come here, Illustrate.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There's a brief. How many sports are right? Make choice of what your highness will see first. Giving a paper.
Reads. The battle with the scimitars to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to a harp? Well, none of that. That's how I told my love in glory of my kinsman Hercules. Reads. A riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. Well, that is an old device, and it was played when I from Thebes came last a conqueror. Reads. The thrice three muses mourning for the death of learning late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with the nuptial ceremony. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his lover Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That's it. Hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
Play there is, my lord. Sorry. No ways.
Yay.
What are they that do play it? And we will hear it. I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
Exit Philosophy.
I love not to see the wretchedness o'ercharged, and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake. What poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Where I have come, great clerks have purposed to greet me with premeditated welcomes, where I have seen them shiver and look pale, make periods in the midst of sentences, throttle though practiced accents in their fears, and in conclusion, dumbly have progone, not paying me a welcome. Trust me, sweet. Out of this silence yet, and the fearful do as much from the rattling tongue of saucy and audacious eloquence. Love, therefore, tides and least to
Re-enter Philosophy.
let him approach.
Flourish of trumpets. Enter Quince for the prologue.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill, that you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to contest you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand by their show. You shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not the stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Enter Pyramus and Thisbe, Wall, Moonshine, and Line.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present Wall, that vile wall which doth these lovers sunder. And through Wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper at which let no man wonder. This man with lantern, dog, and brush of thorn presenteth moonshine, for, if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn. To meet at Ninnis' tomb, there to woo this grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And, as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his bloody breast, and Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let Lion, Moonshine, Wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
Exeunt prologue. Thisbe, Lion, and Moonshine. No wonder, my lord. What lion may when many asses do. In this same interlude, it doth befall that I. This is Snout.
Oh, sorry, this is not.
Yeah.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall. And such a wall, as I would have you think, that it had in a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, fearful and busy, whisper often very secretly, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am.
Okay, is his
the
microphone
truth.
messing up for everybody else as well?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
real bad.
even
Okay.
more funny because of it.
Yeah, it is.
Somebody
Oh.
plug the wall.
Peak snout. Peak snout.
Where are we?
The wall was running out of batteries.
Fully charged, but I think it's just a shit connection.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of people are on the internet because they're quarantined or something.
I know.
Do you want to use my headphones?
Yeah, let's just.
Okay.
Theseus?
Theseus.
Do it again.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord. Enter Pyramus.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night with hue so black! Oh, night whichever art when day is not! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, thou standst between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye.
Wall holds up his fingers.
Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what I see, no Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
Fuck.
PG-13, everyone.
Mom's no longer on.
I got one.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see, it will fall pat, as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love, I think.
Think thou wilt, I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander, am trusty still.
And I, like Helen, till the fates me kill.
Not Shaphalus to Procrus was so true.
As Shaphalus to Procrus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole. Not
the walls.
your lips
Oh, I'm not very
at
comfortable
all.
with this.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, I come without delay.
Excellent, Pyramus and Thisbe.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus, wall, away doth go.
Exits.
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so woeful to hear without one.
This is the silliest stuff that I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination amends them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here comes two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
Enter Lion and Moonshine.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest, monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance doth quake and tremble here, when lion rough in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, one snug the joiner am, a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast of a good conscience.
The very best of a beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lion is the very fox for his valor.
True, and a goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lord, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well, leave it to his discretion, and let us listen to a moon.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
Snap.
He should have worn the horns upon his head.
He has no crescent, and his horns are
Okay.
invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself the man, in the moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How else is the man in the moon?
Who do we lose?
Do we lose Snap?
Blah.
Oops, sounds
Demetrius.
broken.
Demetrius?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see, it is already in.
I am weary of this moon. Would he would change?
It appears by his small light of discretion that he is in the wane, but yet in courtesy and all reason we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon, I the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Why, all should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
We are professional.
Oh no!
Oh no! Thing has never been done before in the history of Shakespeare.
We are the best Shakespeare actors that ever acted. We are the best.
Goddamn fuck!
Thisbe runs off.
Thisbe.
Well roared lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
The lion shakes Thisbe's mantle and exit.
Well moused, lion.
And so the lion vanished.
And then come Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glimmering gleams I trust to take the truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? O dainty duck, O dear, thy mantle good, what stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell, O fates! Come, come, cut thread and throw! Quail, crush, conclude, and quell!
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
True, my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which it was the fairest dame, that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, outsword, and wound the pap of Pyramus, I that left hap where heart doth hop.
Stabs himself.
Thus I die.
Oh.
Thus. Now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, loose thy light. Moon, take thy flight.
Exit moonshine.
Now die. 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 Die.
Dies. No die but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of surgeon, he may yet recover and prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Re-enter Thisbe.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
Moat will turn the balance, which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better. He for man, God warrant us. She for woman, God bless us.
She has spied him already with those sweet eyes.
And thus she means videlicet.
Asleep, my love. What? Dead, my dove? O Pyramus, arise. Speak, speak. Quite done. Dead, dead. A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Lovers make moan, his eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shore, with shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade my breast, imbrue.
Stabs herself.
And farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Dies.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
No, assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Would please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a burgomask dance between two of our company.
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse. For when the players are all dead, there need none to be blamed. Marry, if he that with it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garters, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is truly. And very notably discharged. But come, young Burgomask, let your epilogue alone.
A dance.
The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12 lovers to bed.
No,
It's
this is after
almost
the dance.
fairy time. No, this is the part of the dance. This is supposed to be done. We shall not sleep the dawn. Wait, hold on. Is this actually
This is
supposed to
after
be?
the dance.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to be sung. My bad.
Nope.
The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12 lovers to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall not sleep the coming morn as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gates of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we the solemnity, and nicely revels in new jollity.
Exuant. Enter Puck.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, and with the weary task fordone. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies then do run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now our frolic not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Enter Oberon and Titania with their train.
Through the house give gathering light, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty, after me, sing and dance it trimmingly.
First, rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note, hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
Song and dance.
La 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 la
All right.
Now, shut up.
Great guys, shush.
We're almost there.
Now, until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, to the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three ever true in loving be. And the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand, never mole, hair lip, nor scar, nor mark prodigious such as are despised in nativity, shall upon their children be. With this field dew consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless, through this palace with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed. Ever shall in safety rest, trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
Exeunt Oberon, Titania, and train.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and in this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Woo!
Bravo!
Good job, everyone. Oh my god, that was amazing.
That was bad.
Everyone.
Woo!
That was super awesome.
Yay! Super fun.
Go team.
I feel restored in my soul.
Yeah.
So when are we going to do Indeed again?
So when are we doing this
Oh.
for like an actual audience?
We did. We did. We Twitch
just
streamed
did.
it.
I mean, yeah.
That happened. Audience members were there.
Yep, I'm an
My
audience.
mom came.
Okay. She said I did good, even though I
So,
had garbage part.
so we're doing this. We're doing this every Saturday while the quarantine lasts, right?
Yeah,
I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Okay with
We
this.
should do
I'm here.
Romeo and
This is my Saturday till the quarantine's over.
I did just find out, and maybe this for a change of pace that is not Shakespeare. It looks like there is a Hercule Poirot Agatha Christie play that is in.
Oh, but dibs on Poirot.
Oh,
So that would be like,
when you get to do Poirot?
people that are not familiar, this would be kind of like old timey, like 1920s, 1930s murder mystery.
Murder mystery.
type.
Yes.
You mean we would need to have a transatlantic accent? Because that's doable.
Yeah.